There it is.
What's up, y'all? Sweet Charity.
Bump J.
And today we got a special guest, Wise Intelligent.
My brother.
Boom.
My brother from another.
Indeed.
So we might be agreeing on a lot of shit today. I'm going to try to act like I don't.
It's the upbringing.
But I do agree.
It's the
Oh, no,
upbringing.
that's good.
Just going to say this from the door. I agree.
It's the upbringing. You know what I mean? When you came up in the same environment, it's the upbringing.
Absolutely.
All right,
You know what I
so one of the things that I wanted to ask you is you do a lot of traveling, you're a celebrity. How do you keep a relationship while being on tour?
How do you keep a relationship while being on tour?
So many distractions, your time is being utilized like...
Well, let me flash back. Let me go back. Let me give you some history, all right?
Okay.
So when me and my bride met, she came on the road with me.
I
was 20, she was 19. I was like, yo, what you doing? What's good? She was like, yo, I'm riding with you. Boom. She was on tour with me. She was on tour with me for a long time, for a while. You know? So, you know, that's the way we were moving. You know what I mean? That's
So for like how long?
She was out there for a while. She was out there
She was out there so long that she was opening act. She started opening up like,
she was out there with us for a minute. You know, she was out there with us for a minute. But she toured like a lot with us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She's come to me. So, until she, she got pregnant. When we got pregnant, that's when she got fell back.
What leg of the tour was that? What leg?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't answer that.
So how did you keep the relationship going when she was carrying your seed? Like, how did you keep it when she stopped going on tour with you?
I wasn't out of the loop. It wasn't like I was out of the loop,
Okay.
On tour, we communicate all the time. You know what I mean? She's my best friend. We kick it all the time. There's nobody in the world I would rather hang out with. You know what I mean? So
what you was doing, video chatting?
Wasn't no video chat back then. It was beepers and shit. Yeah, we had beepers, Sky Pager. Sky Pager, beeper.
We would write rhymes about it.
You know what I mean? I wrote her letters. I wrote her letters all the time.
Remember that shit when you used to have to write letters?
I send her postcards all the time.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I mean? Every city I sent her postcards. I wrote her letters. Still got all those letters. She still got all the letters. She got every one I ever wrote her.
Damn.
Every letter. I still got her phone number. When she first gave me her phone number,
I
wrote
seen
it on a
that
piece
joint.
of paper.
You posted up on the
When
book.
she gave it to me, she wrote on a piece of paper. I kept it. I put it in an X-Clan cassette case. My favorite rap album with her number.
Your favorite girl's number. Dope.
Very.
If I got your number, Charity, I would put it in my favorite Poor Righteous Teachers cassette.
Oh,
You sure?
Bunk trying to get the drizzies.
It's the setting, yo. More.
the ambiance.
Hey, that's right. And I've been drinking. Drinking.
So it's safe to say that you believe in love?
Oh yes, love is real.
Okay.
Everything is love. Love is the law. Love is the law. If it ain't love, ain't no point in doing it. Ain't no point in being about it. Love should be the foundation of every relationship.
Yep.
Whether it's an intimate relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, or whatever, man, deal in love, and it'll work out. Because at the end of the day, when you function in the space of love, the objective is to see each other better when you part than you were when you met.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you want to see your partner function at their optimal potential, at their optimal level. You know what I mean? And whatever you can do to assist in that, you do that, even if that means that they're gonna grow beyond you. You know what I mean? That's what love is. Love is like,
not selfish.
Yeah, love is liberating. Love's supposed to be liberating. Love is not a kangaroo. You know what I mean? A kangaroo is one of those whipping things. They used to put people's hands in and clamp down on your heads and have you in front of the town square throwing potatoes and shit at you. But
it's not a punishment.
You know, love shouldn't be like that. Love is not supposed to be like
restricted.
that. Right. Love is liberating. You know what I mean? So the whole point of love is to see somebody functioning at their most optimal state of being. You know what I mean? And whatever you can do to assist in that, that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? You know, it's like
You don't love me.
yeah.
You know who you are.
Right. Right. You know, so it's like, you know, I like to say, you know, what's mine is hers and what's hers is hers. Because I can't dictate for her what to do with hers.
I'm saying a little different.
It's up to her. It's up to her to decide if what's hers is mine. You know what I mean?
That's sweet.
It's like love for me is I'm giving of myself. So I mean, it's just what I'm doing. I love you, so I'm doing this because of that love, not because of what I might think you might do in return. I'm not looking for you to reciprocate this at all. I mean, that's just what it is.
All right, hold on, dog. That ain't my saying. I don't play that bullshit. All right? What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. It's all mine.
Bump J has spoken.
Bump J. I'm not playing with you like that.
Bump J has spoken.
Bump J has spoken. I'm not playing.
So it's a lot of people that are thinking about getting married. Do you suggest getting married? And if you do, for what? Are we looking to get married for finance purposes, or is it a heart matter? Like, what should we be focusing on?
I think, you know what happened was marriage in the Western world.
Talk about it.
Marriage in the Western world was set up as an economic construct. It was set up to, you know, keep wealth in a certain amount, in a small amount of hands. It was, you know, it was set up in economic ways. It's a capitalist construct. You know, everything in a capitalist society follows that particular economic construct, even marriage and religion and everything else. You know, so what I think back then, back in the past, people were getting married for economic reasons, security, provisions, and all of that. But now that women are able to take care of themselves, provide for themselves, I think now people are getting married for romantic reasons. You know what I mean? So it went from economic reasons to romantic reasons in the West. You know, but even before the West, you know, it was about nation building. It was about the continuity of the group. It was about the tribal survival. It was about the protection and preservation of the genetic codes. You know, but now it's not about preservation of genetic codes. It ain't about none of that, because now it's like, okay, I gotta have an abortion. I don't gotta have kids. I don't do that. You know what I mean? It ain't even about kids no more. Kids are like not even wanted in the relationships anymore. It's like kids are not even necessary anymore, because capitalist societies. I mean, capitalist societies created this reality where you're functioning in a space where children were produced only to help the agricultural economy. So they were like, okay, we need to have a lot of children because we have these farms. We need to be able to produce. So we need to have children. So that's when children were valuable, right? So basically, the marital constructs follow the economy like everything else in a capitalist society. Everything follows the economy, even the marital constructs, even reproduction. You know, so now that we're in a what you would call an automated society, we're no longer in an agricultural society, we're no longer in an industrial society. So now physical labor is redundant. So producing children and producing more human beings is not even necessary. So now we're in this technological age, this information age, this automated age, and people are like, yo, marriage now is about romance. It's about fuck fluff. It's about fuck fluff. It's about, you know, how I feel. It's about my feelings, you know. So there's nothing really substantial behind it anymore. So that's why we go through the things we go through in these relationships, because everybody's on fuck fluff. You can't sustain a relationship on romantic fluff. Relationships have to have some type of substance at the core. If there's not substance at the core, it's gonna fall apart.
Hold on 1 second though. 1 second now. Let me just get up in here. Look. Those are his opinions, all right? And his alone.
The opinions of wise intelligence do not reflect the opinions of
Dates galore.
Dates
Fuck
galore.
fluff is fine. It is sustainable.
Okay.
You know, I mean, yeah.
Shit.
And yeah, that's what it is, though. It's just all romantic fluff. It's nothing really sustainable. You know,
All
fluff is not sustainable.
So,
No,
like, what are the
it's not
sustainable things we should have besides the fluff?
I think, like I said, it should be more so about building each other.
Yeah.
It should be about building each other for long term. It should also be about the preservation of the genetic code. If you believe that your genetic code is
Worthy of.
continuing.
Mm-hmm.
You should do what you need to do to
Love
preserve
yourself
that genetic
And
code.
your significant other that much.
Right. You should be trying to
Self-love. It's a
preserve the
sign
code.
of self-love.
If you know exactly, you should be trying to reproduce that genetic code and further its existence into infinity. You know,
That was the gift of reproduction.
that's what it was about. You know,
Hey. Y'all talking BABYs? I
Be
don't know
fruitful
about that.
and multiply
wise.
with me.
Good on that. We did that time. So let's move on to like, what's the last romantic gesture you performed or thoughtful gesture?
The last
Let's get in your business a little bit. Let's see what you're doing.
That's like
Shit.
every day.
That's every
Damn,
day.
son.
Yeah, that's like every day.
Every day you do
Damn.
something sweet.
Yeah, the last thing I did that would be considered a romantic gesture.
Yeah.
You gonna ask me that question or no? Go light.
I post.
Yeah, but I want to see what you say.
The
Shit.
last thing I did was I posted my bride on my social media page and thanked her for finding me worthy of being a father for children on Father's Day.
That was dope too.
Sweet.
On Father's Day, that's what I did.
I believe I've seen that post. And you was explaining how when you first met and then how many days it took for y'all to speak and
All that stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah.
great
Shit.
detail. Well, what you got, Bump?
Oh man, I think picked her panties up off the floor or something like that.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, next. Alright, so
Put down the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Put down the goddamn
Don't
toilet
start the
seat.
toilet seat shit. Don't start the toilet seat shit.
you know about
Because
that?
I've been known to
Yo,
leave
I
the toilet
think-
seat or
Like,
two
is
up.
that proper etiquette? Like,
I
you
think-
go to a young lady's house, do you put the toilet seat down or do you just leave it up?
I mean, if it was down when I found it, I'll put it back down.
Oh, okay.
Let me put it that way. But my belief on that is, if putting it down is a common courtesy,
Yes.
putting it up should also be a common courtesy.
Done.
Put it up for me,
Put it up
and
right.
I'll put it down for you.
I'll put it down for you.
That's how y'all doing it?
I'm
Oh,
saying,
that might be the next single. You put it up for me. I'll put it down for you.
Funny.
bang, bang.
Bang bang. You heard about the bang bang shrimp?
Don't order the bang, bang shrimp.
Order the bang bang shrimp. You already know what it is.
You already know.
You have any questions, sir?
I lighten it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask him his feelings, like you said, being a celebrity and moving around the country the way you do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you find it difficult to maintain a committed relationship with the environment, with the environment that's out there as far as women? Do you find the women out there to be more aggressive now in this environment? And is it harder to maintain that committed relationship when you're so far away, or you're away for a long amount of time from your significant other?
I mean, I think it depends on what you're committed to. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you committed to? What do you commit to? What's the agreement? You know, like when you're going into marriage or any kind of relationship, you know, you have to lay your values down. Lay your values down. These are the values. This is what I'm rocking with. These are my beliefs. This is the the frame of empirical information by which I interpret reality. So I'm interpreting relationships from this shit in my head, and this is where I see things. You know what I mean? So once that's understood and we agree on that, then we know what we've committed to, right?
Absolutely.
So
But that sounds like there's no wrong answer.
say what?
That
There
sounds like
is
there's
no
no
wrong
wrong
answer.
answer.
Everybody has their own
I mean,
truth.
this is the thing. It's not that it's you become, you're wrong when you break the commitment. It's like, what did you commit to? Once you establish what you're committing to, then you can either break it or not break it. You know.
So in that vein, right
So
there.
if you're committed, let me.
Yeah.
If you're committed to a monogamous mano relationship where it's me and you together till death do us part, and that's your reality, and then you end up with somebody else in some kind of situation with somebody else, then you've broken that commitment. You know what I mean? So you broke the commitment. That's what you agreed to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but if you went into a situation where you're like, we're together forever, I love you, you know what I mean? But these are my beliefs concerning relationships. I don't believe that mano y mano is the only relationship construct that we can engage, so.
I mean, is it difficult to ask for different when the person you're dating wants to just keep it between you and that other person?
I mean, when you put it out there, what your values are and how you moving, then it's up to them to agree or disagree. If they go into it knowing what you believe, then that's, they're intelligent, thinking human beings. So if
they
get into it,
decide.
Yeah, they have the ability to decide. And when something happens, if you say, okay, well, this sister right here, I'm dealing with this sister over here, and they like, nah, I'm not with that or whatever, you know what I mean? Then they have the option to leave or stay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Get on.
It's just what it is.
So in that vein, do you believe that honesty is the best policy?
I do.
Like, because a lot of people, we get in
Keep
these
it a buck.
relationships
Yep.
and we kind of adapt and adjust and we make stories up and we do whatever feels good and feels right to achieve a certain end.
Right. But the
Do you believe that honesty is the best policy?
Yeah, honesty is the best.
Has honesty paid dividends for you?
Yes, honesty is the best policy, and honesty has paid dividends for me. However, we have to really look at the environment that the relationships in this world are embedded in to understand really why people won't be honest. The society that we're embedded in, the conditioning around relationships and what they should be, the fuck fluff, the romance, and all of that other shit. It puts people in a position where they believe that if you're not functioning within a monogamous space, you're doing something criminal.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So other constructs are not even talked about. You can't even have a conversation about other constructs, other types of relationship constructs, without being criminalized or demonized for having that view. So people are like,
it's taboo.
You're like, fuck it, it's better I just roll out and just not say anything about it. You know what I mean? And that's where the deceptions come in at. That's where the deception, the lying, and the quote-unquote cheating comes into play.
Okay.
Covering cheating myself.
But this society produced cheaters, it produced liars. It sustains it. It nurtures it. It nurtures the lie.
Yes.
It nurtures cheating because it don't allow for any conversations around any other types of relationship constructs or relationship values. So it's monogamy or nothing. When you're in that monogamy or nothing space, you're breeding jealousy. It breeds jealousy. It breeds everything. I mean, sisters, like for example, sisters can't even communicate with each other in that monogamous space. Two sisters that are interested in the same guy
For real.
can't even communicate in that kind of space.
Now we get into the juice.
You know what I mean?
What happened?
So it's
Let's get to the juice. Let's get
It's
to
like
the juice.
they automatically hate each other. They automatically dislike each other if they like the same
rivals.
guy. They become rivals if they like the same
Automatically.
guy.
Okay, and?
You know what I mean? And I don't think that has to be the case.
It shouldn't be the case. And it goes one step further than that. Like, even if it's not really a competition for the guy, maybe the guy's in a committed relationship and not even paying attention. sisters become adversarial just from another sister being around.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're protecting what they believe is their possession.
So we turn it into the men.
No.
That's what you're saying?
No, because this is the thing with me. This is the thing with me. You know, I mean, this is another thing. You know, polyandry is another concept that is being talked about in this day and
I don't
time.
even know these big ass words.
So polyandry is a woman functioning in a space where she has more than one husband, right?
Get some of that.
So this is you know,
What you clapping
it's
for? Get your mind right.
so it's
You ain't even
called,
heard the whole concept
right.
yet.
So it's called polyandry, right? And so the woman
Hold on, I gotta
decides
get
that
my
she wants to
drink
have,
for this.
and you know, and I'm asked by sisters who promote that concept. I've been asked, you know, what do I think about that? You know, because if you can agree with a man having more than one wife, why can't a woman have more than one husband?
Right.
And my thing is this: if you can find 2 or more men who are willing, that's between y'all. Y'all are grown. Y'all are grown ass people. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Do what y'all think is best for y'all. You know?
Yes.
So, but don't knock the other construct because 2 women decided to marry the same guy. Because 2 or more women decide to marry the same guy, don't knock that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think that any of the constructs should be criminalized or demonized. I think it's up to the individuals.
You should do what's best for you.
Except for the people who are involved.
Okay.
Yes. You should do what's best for you, best for your family,
You just need to give
best
me
for the
more.
people involved, and
That's all.
you know, and best for
Give
the
me more.
community if your community functioning within the same social theory and value space. You know.
All right. We had a previous conversation about did a video chat with Bump That about first
Bump.
date sex. What's your
Oh,
view
I'm
on
with that.
What happened? We giving people high vibes?
Yes.
Reach
correct.
out, touch somebody.
Everybody out there.
Yeah, you think that can last?
I believe that. I believe
can build
that,
off that?
I believe that sex can be had on the first day, the second day, the third day, the last day, whatever. I believe that. This is the thing. I don't think having sex on the first day is going to
Talk about it.
is going to keep a man around or keep a woman around
Okay.
or make them leave.
Exactly.
I don't believe holding out is going to do either.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just not. When
Yeah, I
two
like that.
people, when two people
gonna bore the shit out of
when 2 people connect, when 2 or more people
What?
connect
More? We
with-
got more? Like 1, 2, 3, 4?
I want a party with you, rock star.
I'm saying when people connect, they connect.
They connect. The chemistry.
And they
It's
stay
about
together.
chemistry.
And
For
they
sure.
stay together.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
No
like
matter what the situation is they're brought in there.
when people connect, they connect.
They connect.
When they don't, they don't. You know? So sex on the first date can result in a lasting relationship. And holding out can result in a diminished relationship. Just to say, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
That's
You
a
know?
good point right there.
And vice
Holding
versa.
out can cause a diminished
Because
relationship.
this is the thing.
Yeah. Do that 90
What about
days if
the
you
state?
want. Do that Steve Harvey 90 days
Nobody
if you
wants
want.
to be classified
You'll be doing
as
it
a
by
hoe.
yourself.
Right, and that's the thing, and that's
I mean,
another
we
thing.
have
We
That's
have to deal
another
with.
thing.
We have to deal with that. That's very important right there.
Okay, so
Tell her what I told her,
we can't
Wise.
play the we got a little bit of time. Aren't you in the barbershop chatting about do you know her? Y'all don't do that no more?
No, but this is the thing. This is the
Not
thing.
nowadays.
I mean, I don't kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell. I mean, if anybody gets told, it's gonna be the other sister. If it's
What
right. I mean, if anybody gets told, it's you know what I mean. If anybody gets told, I'm gonna talk to anybody. I'm only talking to the people involved.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm only talking to the people involved. That's just how I move in terms of relationships. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be kicking nobody back in. I'm not going to be talking to nobody about the sister and what she...
But I mean, there are people who do that
they do.
amongst the fellas.
I mean, and people do it, and sisters do it, and
Yes.
it just...
Exactly.
It's like you see it on Facebook right now. They had a whole world in their relationships. Now it used to just be the barbershop. Now it's the whole damn world.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Chime in on your
You
relationship.
invite everybody in. Then you get mad when they got comments about your relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's a
Stop the
very
bullshit.
important thing, though. The stigma.
The stigma,
The
definitely.
stigma that comes.
Doing away
And I
with the
think that's the
stigmas.
injustice committed against women. You know,
Thank
I
you.
think that that whole thing was created out of a patriarchal society. I mean,
Absolutely.
patriarchal societies create this idea that women are supposed to be a certain way. They try to shape, frame, and control women in ways that, you know, render them powerless. You know, but for the most part, you know, I think that women control their bodies. They have the right to do whatever they want to do with their bodies. Date who they want to date. Women don't owe us shit. This is my belief.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, though.
I like
Like,
it.
and we was talking about that earlier about Black Girl Magic and the way this situation has changed because of women's position in society now. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like we was just addressing that earlier, and this speaks to that. You know what I mean? This speaks to that. Their ability to say what goes on with their body, and to be the type of people that they claim men always were. Now they get to call shots. Like, I'm gonna call you later. I want to deal with you today. I don't want to deal with you tomorrow. They're way more aggressive. You know what I mean? They're way more intent on being single and shot calling and bosses. You know what I mean? So it's creating a whole new. You know what I mean?
Paradigm.
Yeah.
Whole new dynamic out here.
Absolutely.
In terms of relationships.
Absolutely.
You know, women
So all of those things y'all claimed y'all hated about men, you are now becoming. Welcome.
that's different,
Jay.
right?
And this,
there.
and that's
different.
what I was telling you before. What he said about you know what I mean, the patriarchal society putting these stigmas on women and the way they deal with their relationships. And I was telling you that, you know what I mean, I'm putting it out there. But the women, my man came on the thing calling women hoes and this and that. And I'm like, but ain't a man the same thing for doing the same activity? And you
what
was
was
like,
my
no.
point?
And I was like, the women won't fight back. The women won't fight back
what was my
for
point?
themselves. Y'all rather
The
sit in
man
the room
gets
and
to
call.
roll out.
Y'all rather sit in the room and call women hoes too. They'll be like, yeah, she is a hoe.
Nah.
Instead of saying, nah, that girl ain't no hoe. She just doing what y'all nasty ass dudes do. Everybody a hoe then. No? Let's call a hoe a hoe. Man or female. Male or male. Male or female, right? Call a hoe a hoe. Unless.
See, but I'm telling you, the root of all of this is that we cannot seem to get past the mono relationship construct.
Absolutely.
We're stuck in a Greco-Roman Catholic construct. I mean, this is a construct that the Catholic Church imposed on everybody that was intended for priests in the church.
Indeed.
That's it. In the Bible is where it came from, but it says if you're a priest or holding an office in the church, one wife.
Indeed.
That's what it said. It would be better for you to have one wife if you're a priest or someone holding an office in the church. The Catholic Church, when it became the religion of the Roman Empire, 325 CE, Constantine, when it became the religion of the state of Rome, it was codified and institutionalized and superimposed on the entire society. That priest law, that was a priest law. That wasn't for everybody. That was for priests to stay chaste and all of that other stuff. You know what I mean? So now the European world have everybody trying to function like priests, and we know how to see how that's working out. The priests all pedophiles.
Not good.
You're right. Priests pedophiles. They're abusing the nuns. The nuns are like, yo, nuns are.
The nuns are starting to wild out.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, at the end of the day, we're following that. That's basically what we're following. We're following a restrictive construct that was imposed on us, on the entire society. I mean, we don't know. We didn't know. We don't know. You know, so, and we don't research these things. We don't study these things. We don't say, okay, how did I get these beliefs? How did I formulate these beliefs?
Absolutely.
Where did these beliefs come from? That's the first thing you have to do. Where did I get this belief from that this man should be with me exclusively until I die, or this woman should be with me exclusively until she died? Where did we get that from? You know, it's like it doesn't even leave any room for us to grow beyond each other. You know what I mean?